Have you ever wondered why some English conversations sound so natural and easy, while others feel stiff or confusing? What if I told you there's one simple way to instantly improve your daily English chatting?
That's a great question. And honestly, a lot of learners get stuck on this. Today, we're going to clear up a common problem that trips up many English speakers.
Exactly. We're talking about how to make your English sound natural and smooth in everyday conversations. No more awkward sentences or confusing phrases.
And by the end of this discussion, you'll have easy, clear strategies to transform your English conversations and sound more like a native speaker.
Welcome back to my channel, Mr. English Studio.
Hello, everyone. So happy to be here with you again.
Emily, how's your day been? Did you have any interesting English moments recently?
Oh, yes. This morning, I was helping a student who kept mixing up confusing phrases like, "How are you doing?" and "What's up?" We cleared that up quickly, and it reminded me how important natural daily expressions are.
That's such a common problem. People often just memorize words, but don't know how to use them naturally. So today, we're going to talk about real English conversations you use every day.
Right. Let's start with something simple. When you want to greet a friend in English, you might say hello or hi. But there are so many other ways. For example, hey, how's it going? Or what's new?
Those phrases sound casual and friendly. Could you explain how we use each one and when?
Sure. Hey, how's it going? Is a friendly and formal greeting. You can use it with friends, colleagues, or people you know well. What's new is like asking if anything interesting or different has happened in their life recently.
Great. Now, do you know how to say long time no see in English more naturally?
Yes. Instead of saying long time no see literally, people often say, it's been a while, or I haven't seen you in ages. These phrases sound more natural and warm.
I love those. They're much friendlier and less formal. Hey, let me ask you, how do you reply when someone says, "How's it going?" What's a good answer?
Good question. Instead of just fine, you can say, I'm doing great, thanks. Or not bad, how about you? Adding that extra question keeps the conversation flowing.
That's a perfect way to keep the chat going. Now, let's try practicing these greetings and replies together. I'll say a phrase, and you repeat after me.
Ready?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
What's new?
What's new?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I'm doing great, thanks.
I'm doing great, thanks.
Not bad. How about you?
Not bad, how about you?
Awesome. Repeating simple phrases like these will boost your confidence and speaking skills.
Definitely. Also, it's okay to make small mistakes as you learn. For example, some learners say, how you doing without an R, which sounds a bit odd.
True. The correct form is, how are you doing? But interestingly, in casual speech, native speakers sometimes drop the R and say, how you doing? Like in TV shows.
That's a good point. But for now, beginners should stick to the full sentence to sound clear and correct.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of learners know lots of words, but don't know how to connect them naturally. Emily, what's a simple tip to sound more fluent?
One easy tip is to use contractions. Instead of saying, I am going to the store, say, I'm going to the store. It makes your English sound more smooth and natural.
Yes, and don't be afraid to use small fillers like well, so, or you know, to sound more conversational.
But remember, don't overuse fillers, just enough to keep the conversation relaxed.
Hey listeners, which of these greetings do you already use in your daily life? Say it out loud and see how natural you feel.
And here's a quick exercise for you. Try greeting a friend tomorrow using 2 new phrases we talked about today.
Ready. Before we dive deeper, a quick reminder, the most important and tricky part of today's discussion is coming up near the end of the video, so keep listening, you don't want to miss it.
That's right. We'll share a secret technique that will really help your daily English shine.
For now, let's keep it simple and focus on everyday chat. Emily, how about some examples of small talk questions people usually ask?
Sure. Besides greetings, people often ask, what do you do? meaning your job, or how was your weekend, which is a good way to start chatting naturally.
Those are great for casual conversations. And do you know how to answer, "What do you do?" naturally?
Yes, instead of just saying your job title, add a little detail. For example, I'm a teacher. I love helping students learn English. It makes the conversation more interesting.
Perfect. So remember, conversations are not just about words, but sharing a little about yourself.
Exactly. And don't worry about being perfect. The key is to keep talking and practicing.
So, to wrap up this chapter, we've talked about natural greetings, replies, and small talk questions for daily life. Emily, anything else you want to add?
Just a reminder, practice these phrases regularly, speak slowly, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you improve.
Couldn't agree more. If you enjoyed this start and feel ready for more, stick with us as we move forward.
We'll help you speak English naturally, one step at a time.
Thanks for joining us today. If you're excited to learn and improve, don't forget to practice these phrases with family or friends.
And if you want to get better, just keep listening and repeating.
If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe.
See you in the next chapter. Keep speaking and have fun.
Bye for now.
Welcome back to Mr. English Studio. Let's jump right into Chapter 2, where we explore some super useful phrases for daily life that make you sound more confident in English.
Hi again, everyone. Today, we'll focus on expressing opinions and agreeing or disagreeing politely, skills that are essential for smooth conversations.
James, I know this is an area many learners find tricky because they don't want to sound rude or confusing. How can we express our opinions clearly but kindly?
That's very true, James. The key is to use softening phrases that make your opinion sound friendly, not harsh. For example, instead of saying you're wrong, you can say, I see your point, but I think, or that's interesting, but I feel.
Those phrases really help keep conversations polite. Let's break down a few more polite ways to share your opinion.
Sure, here are some simple examples. In my opinion. From my perspective. I believe that. It seems to me. Using these before your main thought makes it clear you're sharing your view, not judging others.
Great examples. Now, what about agreeing? How can we show that we agree with someone without always saying yes?
There are many natural ways to agree. For example, that's true. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Or even, exactly. Using variety keeps your English fresh and more engaging.
I love how lively that makes conversation sound. How about disagreeing politely?
For disagreeing, try these expressions. I see what you mean, but I'm not sure I agree with that. Or, that's an interesting thought. However, adding however or but softens the disagreement.
Those are perfect for respectful discussions. Let's practice a mini conversation. I'll start and you respond, Emily.
Ready.
In my opinion, summer is the best season.
I see your point, but I really love winter because of the snow.
Absolutely. Snow makes winter magical.
Exactly. Both seasons have their charm.
Now, listeners, try repeating the phrases we just practiced. It will help you sound more natural when expressing opinions.
Yes. For example, say, in my opinion, English is fun to learn. Or, I see what you mean, but I prefer coffee over tea.
Perfect. Another tip is to use these phrases with a friendly tone and smile. It makes your words feel warmer.
And don't forget body language. It matters when you speak in person. Nodding and maintaining eye contact show you are interested and respectful.
Now, here's an interactive question for our viewers. When was the last time you shared your opinion in English? What did you say? Try to use one of these polite phrases next time.
Great question. Also, try to notice how native speakers agree or disagree when you watch movies or listen to podcasts. That's a good way to learn.
Remember, the way you express opinions can really change the mood of a conversation, from tense to friendly.
Now, to keep things fun, let's learn some common expressions people use to show surprise or interest during conversations.
Oh yes, Like when someone tells you exciting news. What do you say?
You can say, really? No way. That's amazing. Or, wow, that's great.
And if you want to show curiosity, ask with tell me more or what happened next.
These little phrases keep conversations lively and show you're engaged.
I'm curious, Emily, do you have a funny story where you used these expressions recently?
Actually, yes. I was talking to a student who told me she won a small lottery prize. I said, no way, that's amazing. She laughed and said she couldn't believe it either.
Those moments remind us that English is not just about grammar. It's about connecting with people.
Exactly. Practicing these natural expressions helps you feel more confident and friendly.
Okay, quick reminder to everyone. The most important part of today's lesson is coming up near the end, so hang tight.
Yes, don't miss it because it will help you speak English even more naturally with friends or at work.
Before we wrap up this chapter, Emily, what's one final tip for expressing opinions smoothly?
I'd say always listen carefully to the other person first. Showing understanding before sharing your opinion makes conversations respectful and enjoyable.
Fantastic advice. And listeners, why not practice this by having a simple conversation today? Ask someone's opinion and respond politely using today's phrases.
Absolutely. And if you make mistakes, it's okay. That's part of learning.
That's right. The secret to fluency is practice and staying positive.
So that's Chapter 2 done. Ready for more fun English learning in Chapter 3?
If you enjoyed this and want to improve your speaking skills, be sure to like and subscribe.
See you in the next chapter. Keep practicing and keep smiling.
Bye for now. Welcome back to Mr. English Studio. Ready for Chapter 3? Today, we're diving into the heart of natural English conversations, using phrasal verbs in daily life. This is where many learners start to feel challenged, but don't worry, we'll make it simple and fun.
Hi, everyone. Phrasal verbs are everywhere in English. They're combinations of verbs in small words like up, out, or in, and they give extra meaning to actions. Using them correctly will really improve how naturally you speak.
Absolutely. Before we get into examples, here's a quick question. Can you think of any phrasal verbs you already know? Maybe wake up or sit down? If yes, that's a great start.
Let's talk about why phrasal verbs can be tricky. Sometimes they don't literally mean the words they contain. For example, give up doesn't mean handing something up physically. It means to stop trying.
Exactly. Today, we'll learn some common phrasal verbs that you can use easily in daily conversations. Emily, what's one that you think everyone should know?
One of the most useful is pick up. It has several meanings, like picking something up with your hand, or learning something new by practice, or even giving someone a ride.
So many uses for one phrase. Could you give us examples for each meaning?
Sure. First, I picked up the book from the table. That's the physical meaning. Then, I picked up some English by watching movies, meaning I learned a little without formal study. And, can you pick me up at the airport? Means giving someone a ride.
Perfect. Now, let's try a quick practice. Repeat after me. I picked up my keys.
I picked up my keys.
She picked up a new skill.
She picked up a new skill.
They will pick me up at 6.
They will pick me up at 6.
Great job. Another very common phrasal verb is look forward to. Emily, can you explain this one?
Of course. Look forward to means you are excited or happy about something that will happen. For example, I look forward to the weekend means you're happy the weekend is coming.
That's a really positive phrase, and it's often used in emails or conversations, right?
Exactly. You can say, I look forward to meeting you, or we look forward to your reply.
Let's practice that one too. Repeat after me. I look forward to our meeting.
I look forward to our meeting.
She looks forward to her vacation.
She looks forward to her vacation.
Great. Now, sometimes phrasal verbs can have tricky particles. For example, turn on and turn off. How do you use those?
Turn on means to start something, like a machine or light. Turn off means to stop it. For example, please turn on the light means make the light shine. Don't forget to turn off the TV means switch it off.
So simple yet so important for everyday life. Would you say these mostly relate to actions with objects?
Yes, mostly devices or machines, but turn on can also mean to make something start emotionally, like that movie really turned me on, meaning it excited you, but that's more informal.
Noted. For learners, it's safer to use the first meaning unless you know the context well. Next, here's a fun one. Hang out. What's that all about?
Hang out means to spend time with friends or relax casually. For example, do you want to hang out this weekend? It's a very common phrase among young people.
This is great, and it's good to know the difference between hang out and hang up. They sound similar but mean very different things.
Right. Hang up means to end a phone call. For example, I need to hang up now. So don't confuse hanging out with hanging up.
That would be funny in a conversation. So, listeners, which phrasal verb do you find most useful from today's examples? Say it out loud right now.
And try making your own sentence with it. For example, I look forward to my birthday party, or I will pick up my package today.
Before we continue, a quick reminder, the most challenging part we promised earlier is coming up soon. So stay with us.
Yes, we'll soon share some practical tips to remember phrasal verbs easily and use them without hesitation.
For now, Emily, do you have a top tip for learning phrasal verbs?
Definitely. Try to learn phrasal verbs in small groups based on meaning or particle, and always practice them in sentences, not just as single words. That way they stick better.
I love that tip. And watching videos or listening to conversations helps you hear them naturally.
That's right. And don't forget flashcards or apps to review often.
All right, to finish this chapter, let's practice one more quick dialogue using phrasal verbs we learned today.
Great idea.
Hi, Emily. Did you pick up the new English book I told you about?
Yes, I picked it up yesterday. I look forward to reading it.
Awesome. After reading, maybe we can hang out and discuss it.
Sounds perfect. Just remind me to turn on the heater if it's cold.
Will do. Thanks, Emily.
Thank you, James. Talk soon.
That's it for today's chapter. Keep practicing those phrasal verbs and you'll sound more natural every day.
If you found this useful, please like and subscribe to stay with us for more helpful lessons.
See you in Chapter 4. Keep speaking and have fun.
Bye for now.
Welcome back to Mr. English Studio. In Chapter 4, we're going to focus on an exciting part of daily English, asking questions and making requests naturally. These two skills are the backbone of everyday conversations.
Hi, everyone. Yes, questions and requests help you connect with people, get information, and sound polite. Many learners find it hard to ask questions naturally, so today we'll make it easy.
James, can you start by explaining the difference between a question and a request?
Sure. A question is when you want information, like, where is the nearest coffee shop? A request is when you ask someone to do something for you, like, can you help me with this?
So both are important, but requests usually need polite language, right?
Exactly. Using polite phrases like, could you, would you mind, or can you please, makes your request sound friendly and respectful.
Let's start with question words. What are the common ones we should know?
The main question words are who, what, when, where, why, and how. For example, who is your teacher? What time is the meeting? Or, how do you say this in English?
Great examples. Now, sometimes people use short questions in everyday English, like, you're coming, right? How does that work?
That's called a tag question. It's used to confirm information or show interest. For example, it's hot today, isn't it? You add a small question at the end to invite agreement.
I see. Tag questions make conversations sound more natural and friendly.
Yes, and learners can practice adding these simple tags after facts in conversation.
How about requests? Can you give some polite examples to ask for help or favors?
Sure, here are some polite requests. Could you please pass me the salt? Would you mind closing the window? Can you help me with my homework? I was wondering if you could give me some advice. These all sound polite and natural.
Let's practice some together. I'll say the first and you repeat.
Ready?
Could you please open the door?
Could you please open the door?
Would you mind helping me?
Would you mind helping me?
Perfect. Now, a quick tip about tone. When making requests, your voice should be soft and friendly, not demanding.
Exactly. Tone makes a big difference in how your request is received.
One common mistake is being too direct, like, give me water. That can sound rude.
Right. Adding please or using polite phrases softens your request.
Now, let's try an interactive exercise for listeners. Think of a polite question or request you can ask someone today. What will it be? Say it aloud with a friendly tone.
Great idea. Also, try to listen for polite requests in English videos or conversations to hear how people say them naturally.
Another good point. Sometimes we use can I to ask for permission. For example, can I borrow your pen?
Yes, can I is very useful. Other options include may I, which sounds a bit more formal, but learners should feel comfortable with both.
Before we finish this chapter, here's a little dialogue to practice asking questions and making requests naturally.
Ready when you are.
Excuse me, could you tell me where the library is?
Sure, it's just down the street next to the park.
Thanks. Also, would you mind if I use your phone for a minute?
Not at all. Here you go.
I really appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Let me know if you need anything else.
That felt so natural. I hope our listeners try similar conversations.
Me too. Remember, practicing polite questions and requests helps build confidence and good relationships.
And don't forget, the most important part of our session is coming up in the next chapter, so stay tuned.
Yes, we'll share secrets to sounding even more natural and fluent.
If you found this useful, please like and subscribe to support our channel.
Thanks for listening, and keep practicing those questions and requests.
See you in Chapter 5. Bye for now.
Bye.
Welcome to the final chapter of our series on real English conversation for daily life. Today, Emily and I will share some advanced tips and secret techniques to help you speak English naturally and confidently every day.
Hi, everyone. We've covered greetings, opinions, phrasal verbs, and polite questions. Now it's time to bring everything together so your English sounds smooth, natural, and full of emotion.
Exactly. One of the most important secrets to sounding natural is to focus on rhythm and intonation, how your voice rises and falls in sentences. Emily, can you explain why intonation is so important?
Sure, intonation helps express your feelings and meaning behind words. For example, a question usually has a rising tone at the end, while a statement has a falling tone. Using the right tone makes you easier to understand and more engaging to listen to.
Let's practice a simple sentence. You're coming with us. Now, say it like a statement and then as a question.
You're coming with us? Statement. You're coming with us? Question with rising intonation.
Perfect. See how the meaning changes? Listen for these tones when you watch English shows or listen to podcasts.
Another top tip is to use contractions and connected speech. Native speakers often join words together so conversations sound smooth and fast. For example, I am becomes I'm, and what are you sounds like whatcha.
Good one. But remember, even though connected speech makes English sound fast, when you practice, always speak slowly and clearly first.
Absolutely. Speaking slowly helps you build confidence and get the rhythm right before speeding up.
Now, what about emotional language? How can learners make their English more expressive?
Great question. Using adjectives and adverbs adds emotion. Instead of saying, I am happy, you might say, I'm really excited for the weekend, or I feel so much better today.
That makes your talking more interesting and genuine. Also, don't be afraid to use everyday expressions to show emotion, like, that's awesome, or I'm so tired, honestly.
Yes, even small phrases like honestly, or actually make your English sound more natural and personal.
Emily, let's try a short conversation using all these tips: contractions, intonation, and emotional language.
Okay, you start, James.
Hey, I'm so excited for the weekend. Are you coming to the party?
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to it for weeks. Honestly, I can't wait.
That's awesome. It's going to be so much fun.
Totally. By the way, could you pick me up around 7?
Sure thing. I'll see you then.
Thanks. See you soon.
Nice flow of conversation, right? Practice like this to sound more natural.
Before we finish, here's one more secret. Practice listening and repeating daily. Imitate how native speakers talk, including their expressions and tones.
Yes, shadowing, listening, and repeating right after builds fluency fast.
And always practice with friends or language partners to build real conversation skills.
Finally, don't worry about mistakes. The most important thing is confidence and effort.
Exactly. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and enjoy the process.
Thanks for joining us through all 5 chapters of this series. We hope these lessons help you speak English more naturally every day.
If you enjoyed these lessons and want more, please like and subscribe to Mr. English Studio.
And share this video with your friends who want to improve their English too.
We'll see you again soon. Keep smiling and keep speaking.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.